Good evening and welcome to Mountain State Music from the Daily 304 and Folklore Music Exchange. We're coming to you from Appalachia, from Almost Heaven, from Charleston, West Virginia, bringing you West Virginians playing West Virginia music live from the all-new Folklore Stage at 191 Summer Street at Folklore Music Exchange. Here's a big West Virginia welcome to you from Mountain State Music, the West Virginia Department of Commerce, and the Daily 304. For those at home, we are bringing you a live concert to your couch. So sit back and relax, and thank you for connecting with the Daily 304 on your favorite social media platform or wherever you get your podcasts. Later tonight, in the second part of the show, we will feature John Inghram. But first, we welcome a West Virginia folk band that brings a sense of peace, purpose, and serenity with their music. Please join me in welcoming, for the first time on the Folklore Stage, Woodbine.
Watching the specks as they fall, wind in your skirt, hearing the pine warbler call. Time is the most valuable currency. Said, I hope you don't mind that you wasted so much with me. Time's never wasted, it's spent. Tolls on the past where we went. Small fee for the lessons we learned. Watching the clouds as they pass. Jet engine streaks, for now I'm content in the grass. Time is the most valuable currency. Said, I hope you don't mind that you wasted so much with me. Time's never wasted, it's spent. Tolls on the past where we went. Small fee for the lessons we learned. To to be. To be.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Folklore Music Exchange. Justin and Jody, y'all are awesome. Thanks so much, Daily 304, for all you do here and for our community. So this next song is inspired by a West Virginia folk tale about finding some buried treasure. She said she dreamed about a peach tree. The earth below it wasn't quite as simple as it seemed. And on a branch above, a chain wrapped round with links of silver. Buried below it was a velvet bag filled up with treasure. Ride upon the hillside and see what you find. I'm tired of chasing pennies and dimes. Ride upon the hillside and see what you find. I'm tired of chasing pennies and dimes. She told her family every morning around the breakfast table, my intuition says it's more than just dream or fable. They gather around the window, she pointed out the old peach tree. The sun did her a favor, made the silver chain links gleam. Ride upon the hillside and see what you find. I'm tired of chasing pennies and dimes. Ride upon the hillside and see what you find. I'm tired of chasing pennies and dimes. Picked up a shovel and he wandered up that mossy hill. He said it's worth a try if it'll help make her mind still. And underneath the chain he dug until his fingers hurt. Please dig a little deeper. He struck on something wasn't dirt. And see what you find. I'm tired of chasing pennies and dimes. Ride upon the hillside and see what you find. I'm tired of chasing pennies and dimes. I'm tired of chasing pennies and dimes. Tired of chasing pennies and dimes. I'm tired of chasing pennies and dimes. Thank you so much. The legend says the family still lives on the property they bought with that buried treasure. So this next one, it's inspired by the beauty of our state. A lot of the songs I write are inspired by our beautiful state. When you walk outside here and look around at the mountains and the trees and the beautiful people, it's hard to not feel inspired by them. This is also a little bit about how a full moon can make you feel a little wild. It's called Full Moon. Full moon in Scorpio, shook up feelings to let them flow. Your thoughts are like clouds, they float. Observe with honor and let them go. Strain and hard to see. Is it intuition or anxiety? Babe, make it in a lake to remind ourselves we're free. Silver moonlight shines through leaves of green. You spent so much time lately decoding riddles, forgot to breathe. Reset your gaze and see enchanted moments we could receive. Strain and hard to see. Is it intuition or anxiety? Babe, make it in a lake to remind ourselves we're free. Silver moonlight shines through leaves of green. Oh, silver moonlight shines through leaves of green. Oh, silver moonlight shines through leaves of green. Thank you so much. How y'all doing out there? You good? Woo! Y'all look great. It's great to be here tonight. This song is called Stranger. Walking downtown, wrapped up in my mind. Again, I'm baffled by the passing of time. See my likeness in a window across the street. I'm confused by what I see. Been feeling like a stranger in my own body. Can't swim in the same river twice. The water water's changed and so have I. Can't swim in the same river twice. The water's changed and so have I. Maple fading, green to golden hue. We're all changing, it's a fact we can't refute. Seeking answers or questions what I got. I don't know what I want. Been feeling like a stranger in my own body. Can't swim in the same river twice. The water's changed and so have I. Can't swim in the same river twice. The water's changed and so have I. The water's changed and so have I.
Thanks, y'all. I'll take a second and introduce the other people up here with me. This right here on the violin and the majestic harmony vocals is Miss Lily Moore. Over here on the guitar and the harmony vocals and the mustache is Jeremiah Hatfield. So this next song is, actually we recorded it with our other band, the Parachute Brigade. Some of my very good best buddies in that band. This is called Tunnel. It's about looking for the positive things in life when they get kind of hard to see. So jaded. Dark corners where you hide, away from real conversation. Said your eyes will open wide and still you cannot see the good. Misunderstood. Tunnel light runs through, waiting
your shadows. The paths that you climb don't have to be so narrow. Said your eyes are open wide and still you cannot see the good intentions misunderstood. Tunnel light runs through, waiting for you. Tunnel light runs through, waiting for you.
Thank you so much. So we got one more song for y'all tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, Folklore Music Exchange and the Daily 304. Y'all are doing such incredible things for our community and for West Virginia. This next song is called Beneath the Pines. Oh, and we are Woodbine. If you're on socials, check us out on there if you want to keep up with what we got going on, when we got shows coming up and those things. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Stay tuned. We got John Inghram and Bud Carroll coming up next. You do not want to miss that. Thank you so much.
Later tonight in the second part of the show, we will feature John Inghram, but first, we welcome a excuse me. Thank you, Woodbine. That was great. For that angelic performance, please stay tuned. We will now take a short audio break. Then we will feature John Inghram. We are setting up the next set, so stay tuned to Mountain State Music from the Daily 304 and Folklore Music Exchange. One last round of applause, please, for Woodbine.
When actress Gloria Swanson brought the cast and crew of the film Stage Struck to New Martinsville, West Virginia in 1925, they were greeted by a community that pitched in where needed. Townspeople played extras and helped build and decorate sets. A riverboat captain even provided a showboat for the movie's climax. One of the first films to experiment with Technicolor, Stage Struck is now a classic. It was the first movie filmed on location in West Virginia. But it wouldn't be the last. For the next 100 years, filmmakers have found the perfect canvas to tell a variety of stories. Romantic comedies, dramas, action, biographies, reality, documentaries, adventure, and sci-fi. Sometimes telling a West Virginia story, but always telling the American story. And we are prepared to help you tell your story. If location is another character in the film, then like actors, it must be ready to transform to the shape and visage you need. Dressed in the costume, wearing the makeup, sporting the attitude, ready to evoke any time or place, transporting audiences like a time machine, but so seamless in its effort that it feels like these moments were always happening there. In West Virginia, you will find financial incentives as encouraging as the state's beauty and versatility, and a team of eager players who will share your process, your goal, your dream. We'll make our community your community. After all, we've been doing this for just about a century. We know what you need. Right time, right place, right now. West Virginia.
What we're best known for is our Fiesta dinnerware, and we've been making Fiesta here for over 85 years, and we've been in business for over 150 years. In those 85 years, we've done over 50 colors. What we do is we manufacture dishes. We've been doing that for quite some time here. In West Virginia, we've been here for 118 years. Our most recognizable product is our Fiesta with the bright colors, and that's sold in retailers across the country and also on several places online. I would really encourage anybody to come up and visit us and take a tour and see how we make our dishes. There's so much hand craftsmanship. Our workers take so much pride in what they do. It's really a team effort to make these dishes. Our factory is a great mix of the hand craftsmanship as well as some automation and new technology, which really makes it interesting to see. So where we're located, we're at the very top of the Northern Panhandle. We really would benefit being in West Virginia from the lower tax rates here as opposed to Ohio and Pennsylvania. And we also really benefit from the great hardworking culture of our West Virginia workers. Right now we employ about about 300 people, and that's in the plant and our offices as well. We've experienced support from the West Virginia Department of Economic Development, firstly when we recapitalized our company, also when we modernized our equipment as well. After COVID, we had a lot of our skilled workforce go into retirement early. We are hoping to use the Governor's Guaranteed Workforce Program in the next couple of months. That'll help with training and retraining our existing workforce. The natural resources in our area, specifically the clay deposits in the area and being right on the banks of the Ohio River, are really the reasons that our business came to be here in the first place. While we don't ship on the river as we used to, we still use the river. There's a lot of water that goes into use in a pottery. I would say the thing that really sets West Virginia apart from other states is the workforce. I don't think that you'll be able to find a more dedicated and hardworking workforce anywhere else in the country. We say yes, West Virginia, because of the deep roots we've established here after being in business in West Virginia for over 100 years, and I can't imagine ever relocating.
Hi, I'm Linda Carnell. I'm an assistant state forester dealing with communication and education with the West Virginia Division of Forestry. Welcome to Envirothon. Envirothon is a contest, an environmental contest geared towards high school students. One of the really cool things about Envirothon is that it affords students a way to experience nature. They're experiencing it through forestry and soils and wildlife and aquatics. And occasionally there is a general fifth topic, something else that comes out. This year they're dealing with the adaptations of climate change.
Within the West Virginia Envirothon, the students, when they participate in the forestry section, they get to do map reading, invasive species identification, as well as tree identification. They also use their forestry skills to identify those trees, get the actual measurements from those trees to give us a volume. They really are doing the hands-on things that a real forester does out in the field.
I did the Envirothon in high school, and later on in life I went to Allegheny College of Maryland's forestry program because I went to Envirothon. And through there I got a forestry degree and got on with the state.
Outdoor education is so important because it gets the kids out of the classroom and gives them that opportunity to use their hands and start looking at potential careers where we need individuals with those skills and abilities. Kids can meet with the aquatics people for DEP and get in streams hands-on. They can meet with us foresters and see what it's like to be a real forester in that job and in those situations. They can also work with our professionals in soils and NRCS and USDA for potential employment there as well.
Some people don't always go into forestry, but they may have a passion for wildlife management, for soil science, a hydrology career. So a lot of these things are kind of a way that kids can utilize Envirothon to take that next step into their career paths.
It's the Daily 304's presentation of famous people, places, and events that shaped West Virginia. Welcome to the History Project. Today we take a look at the cryptids of West Virginia. West Virginians love tall tales, so it's fertile ground for stories about cryptids, beasts sprung from anecdotal stories. Our first was the Snarly Yow, a wolfman who appears in a vapor and was rumored among the German settlers around Harper's Ferry. But the first cryptid in modern imagination was the Flatwoods Monster, identified in Braxton County in 1952, when 3 boys claimed a beam of light landed near them and produced a creature with a bright red face, surrounded by what looked like a hood. Further north, in 1964, the Grafton Monster was reportedly seen around the eponymous railroad town, described as a large humanoid with skin like a seal, but no visible head. Some have claimed to see Sasquatch deep in the mountains, but in Boone County in the 1990s, people reported seeing Sheep Squatch, a woolly behemoth walking on 2 feet and sporting ram horns. West Virginia's most famous cryptid, though, is Mothman, a gray human-sized specter with wings and glowing red eyes. First seen in Point Pleasant in 1966, there were many sightings over a year, but after the tragic collapse of the Silver Bridge, Mothman was no longer viewed as a threatening monster, but as a harbinger of bad events. The story was explored in the 2002 horror film, The Mothman Prophecies. And in 1982, the supermarket tabloid The World Weekly News reported finding the creature Bat Boy in caves in Pendleton County. The stories caused a sensation, and though no one in the state claimed to have seen it, folklore-loving West Virginians embraced the half-bat, half-boy creature into the fold, giving everyone yet another ghoul story to tell around those Mountain State campfires.
Bullock Distillery is one of West Virginia's newer distilleries. We got our DSP license in 2018. We've been building and cooking ever since then, and we opened to the public about a year and a half ago, and we specialize in bourbons and whiskeys, but if you name it, we make it. Brandies, vodkas, gins, got some absinthe coming out soon, so some pretty interesting stuff. We'll see what sticks. I've worked over here on Charleston's west side, what they call the Elk City Historic District, for about 20 years, since I was 14, doing construction. Redid a lot of these historic buildings, and honestly, I was inspired by my tenants, people that come down here every day and unlock their shops and put themselves out into the world, and I really respected that and appreciated that, and got me me and my dad, my partner, thinking about how we could contribute to this growth that's happening over here. And we come from a long line of agricultural farmer background guys, and what's cooler than science and making money and engaging with people? Working with the EDA was incredible. We got a great relationship with them. They have a really smart team, really sharp folks, very responsive. They understand the needs of small businesses. That to me was very important, to understand our needs. We're not a huge manufacturer, but they gave us the time and attention as if, I felt as if we were. During the first 6 months of being open, we were basically hand bottling, and we had a lot of spillage, we had some inefficiencies, and it just wasn't really what we saw as the future of this company, of hand bottling, and so we realized that that was a major limitation in our business model. A serious bottling machine is up to $150,000, $250,000. It was a bad time for borrowing, and that can be hard to finance through traditional means, and so we just needed some assistance. The EDA was very understanding and very responsive, and they saw the potential for it to grow our business, and actually we're looking at taking on some contract bottling from out-of-state businesses. We hope that can be another part of our business model to get the most use out of this thing and bring business into West Virginia. We've definitely achieved more efficiencies in our existing jobs and our existing employees. I definitely see being able to keep this thing running, hire more employees, be a one-stop shop for a distillery. Working with the EDA was incredible. They were very easy to work with on our end, and it was a great experience.
West Virginia's natural beauty is world famous for being almost heaven. Our mountains, as well as our rivers and streams. Natural wonders are everywhere. But we're so much more. Cities large enough to fulfill your needs, but manageable at any scale. Small towns with charm and grace, or grit and muscle. all speaking a variety of visual languages. Roads, bridges, river, and rail, from the past to the present. We have everything you're looking for, and even some things you may not even have known you needed. The expected and the unexpected. Let your creativity speak aloud and paint your dreams on our canvas. Right time, right place, right now, West Virginia.
Welcome back to Mountain State Music, and thank you for joining us at Folklore Music Exchange. We're excited tonight to present to you our second act of the night. Born and raised in Charleston, West Virginia, our next performer is a multifaceted musical savant. When he's not busy serving as assistant producer to the beloved NPR show Mountain Stage, or being a dynamic music community leader, he's writing his own songs. Tonight, he brings producer and guitar virtuoso Bud Carroll along for this special performance. Please put your hands together for Mr. John Inghram.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here. Justin and Andy and I have been talking about this, doing this and making this happen for a long time, so it's great to finally be here. Thank you all for being here with us. This first song is the opening track from my debut record, which Bud helped me make a couple years ago. This is called Palisades. One, two, three. The Palisades of time lose their foundation. Black and white may turn to gray. Put in the past, one in tomorrow. We're just pissing all over today. I don't wanna look back with the cards laying on the table. That's why I don't wanna go back in time. I don't wanna look into the future if it's not stable. That's why I think the present tense is fine. Dirty lenses often blur the lines. They can make a nice thing look mean. With the wrong perspective, the two of spades can look like an ace. Guess we better keep our lenses clean. I don't wanna look back with the cards laying on the table. That's why I don't wanna go back in time. I don't wanna look into the future if it's not stable. That's why I think the present tense is fine. The hand of time, they may seem to hold the line,
look through the space in which you move. Their speed is yours to choose, yours to choose.
Bud Carroll, y'all.
The palisades of time may lose their foundation, reveal a path submersed in light. Better pull up stakes, follow intuition, reveal and clip the strings bound to the kites. I don't wanna look back with the cards laying on the table, that's right. I don't wanna go back in time. I don't wanna look into the future if it's not stable, that's right. I think the present tense is fine. The present tense is fine. I think the present tense is fine.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. This is great. Wow. What a crowd here tonight at Folklore Music Exchange, am I right? So we normally have a rock and rhythm section behind us. We're doing things a little different tonight, in case you hadn't noticed. So Justin said earlier that he had this stomp box here, which, check this out. Can you hear it? Can you feel that? Can you feel the power of the stomp box? He said, I'm going to sell you that later. And I said, I'm going to buy it, actually. So this is a whole new experience for us. So this is Bud and John with the stomp box. And actually, we have a couple of friends that showed up at last minute that are going to come out and play a song with us here in a few. But before we do that, we're going to play a couple more. Does anybody have a pick? Sorry, that's a music gig at the music store joke. There's like 5,000 picks on that wall back there. I literally said that before the show started. I said, I forgot to bring a pick. And Justin was like, hey man, I'll sell you like 5,000 right now. Okay. That concludes the music store joke portion of the evening. No promises on that. I'll probably call that back later. So. Anyway, let's do, how about Mile by Mile? So, like I said, we did this record a couple years back. We started it in the, nice, right on cue. We started the record in, you were fun. You were fun and very cute. So you'll do what you got to do. We started the record in the winter of 2021, which is a great time to start a record. Right before a global pandemic. So it was interesting because we then scrambled in the next 18. Thank you for that laughter once again. But this was a song after we did kind of the initial 5 songs, then we had, another 5 songs to get done. But I had to then write some songs to round out this record. And this one was really appropriate because when you're out there on the road and you're playing music all the time, you're always thinking about being home, especially we have kids and families and stuff, and you're always thinking about, man, I just want to be back home. But then you come back home, and of course we had a lot of time at home at that time, and all we could think about was being out on the road. So it's kind of a weird, dare I say, mental illness that we can have as musicians, that, you know, we're always on the run, just like the Lenny Kravitz song, you know. But anyway, this is a song called Mile by Mile. It's a little bit about that very conundrum.
Bright shining lights glitter on my gun. Put on my striped pants and hammer away. Started over tomorrow, day after day. Mile by mile, cent by cent. Smile by smile, dent by dent. Roadside crucifix stares me down a time or two. Ain't got nothing better to do. Better call home, your kids are waiting on you. All decked out, my spurs kicking up dust. Sitting well with my demons and trying to maintain their trust. I'm kicking and screaming all the way down. Night after night, town after town. Mile by mile, cent by cent. Smile by smile, dent by dent. The roadside crucifix stares me down a time or two. Ain't got nothing better to do. Better call home, your kids are waiting on you. Don't bother catching your breath, just hit that dusty trail. And hit that wall without fail. Making friends with Rodney and his greatest bits.
makes the whacking roll smoother in between fits.
They never said that the getting was good. Kicking out jams and stroking that wood. Six-shooting cowboy with the flick of a boot. Don't feel right bragging, but what the heck, toot-toot. Mile by mile, cent by cent. Smile by smile, dent by dent. Roadside crucifix stares me down to time or two. Ain't got nothing better to do. Ain't got nothing better to do. Better call home, kids are waiting on you.
Thank you so much. Well, cool. Since we're at the music store, and I told you I wouldn't make any more music store jokes, I'm going to go ahead and ruin that. And go ahead and let you know, first of all, this is a Fisher Price. I got it here at Folklore Music Exchange. It's a Fisher Price John Inghram model jazz bass. So if you're looking for that, I'm joking. That's a Fisher Price is a kid's toy. This isn't a kid's toy. This is for adults. That's for you, baby, down the front. We're gonna play one more, and then we're gonna get. We got to. You see this guy over here, Chris Tansey, poking his head out back here on the trumpet. We're gonna get Chris and also Matt Jackford on the trombone to come out and play a song with us here in just a minute. I just want to build up the tension a little bit, baby. You know what I mean? So before we do that, though, we're going to play a song that we have recorded, but it hasn't yet been released. A little bit more on the country side of things. This is a song also about being out on the road, but no kids on this one, okay? This is called Will I Ever Get My Loving Arms Around You One More Time.
I travel highways, I travel byways. You know I'd fly ways, even do it sideways. 6 ways from Sunday, you know I'd find a way to get my loving arms around you one more time. The road's been long and unforgiving. We both know it ain't no place for living. But the road she's calling, my stocks are falling. Will I ever get my loving arms around you one more time? You're the lighthouse I follow, hard pill to swallow, number one critic of my friends. And I love you, did I do, but I never will be true. Too bad for you, that road never ends. Sent you a postcard, sent you a fax, I sent you lies, you sent me facts. My home in Pigeon came up missing. That postcard said return to sender on the back. Come on, bud. Run dry now, I can't say why now. My only mission outside of blind ambition was to get my loving arms around you one more time. Long journey home and you ain't got one. The road still turns when a man's out on the run. Been searching high, been searching low, been searching for a place the road don't go. I travel highways, I travel byways. You know I'd fly ways, even do it sideways. 6 ways from Sunday, you know I'd find a way to get my loving arms around you one more time. To get my loving arms around you one more time.
Right, thank you so much. Let's get the old hornswogglers out here. No stage is sacred when you got horn players like this roaming around Charleston, West Virginia.
We're here to ruin your show.
Yeah. Well, this is a song that was also on that first record. And Matt Jackford actually did some really beautiful arranging for orchestra, you know, and spent a lot of time, fair amount of money, thought, energy, you know, on getting this all together, and ended up being really low in the mix.
So just turn it all the way up.
So when you listen to it at home, crank it up. It's in there, I promise. You might have to listen to it, you know, 40 or 50 times before you really start to dial in on that beautiful horn arrangement that Matt Jackford did. Put your hands together for these guys. I know you haven't heard them yet, but this is called Underdog. This is for our friends Brian and Laura Cooper here, who actually, I just found out recently, I got a text from someone that sent me a picture of, I just got a text and it was a picture of a piece of, like a 3-ring binder, and it was lyrics and chord changes, and I'm like, okay, this is interesting. And I'm like, oh wait, this is my song. And somebody said, yeah, we're singing this in a song group this evening, and a bunch of people were getting together, and I figured out through the laws of deduction that it was my 2 friends back there who charted it out and wrote all the lyrics out. And so that, I tell you what, for a songwriter, for an artist or musician or whatever, nothing means more than when you get those kind of random, attaboys. You know what I mean? So anyway, this one's for Brian and Laura.
keeping score from the Jump Street sign. With an armored smile and a cold steel spine. No matter where I go, I can't cut the fog. That's why they call me the underdog. But I don't mind because I don't know better. Never got the taste of victory. Water off my back like the rain off a feather. Don't believe in fate, but this feels meant to be. Set to lose right from the start. What I like in wins I've gained in heart. Once in a while I'll shout at the gods for just enough strength to try and test the odds. And sometimes I wonder what it might feel like to feel the weight of the crown for just one night. But I don't mind because I don't know better. I never got the taste of victory. Water off my back like the rain off a feather. Don't believe in fate, but this feels meant to be. You can be the underdog.
This is real easy to sing. Sing it with us.
You can be the underdog.
Chris Tansey on the trumpet.
You can be me, the
Just like we rehearsed it. Nice job. Chris Tansey and Matt Jackford here.
Hey, did you finally give us a name, John?
No, we did take a poll. And because this is a family event, we were going to spare you. But I'm trying to find a name for the horn section. Of course, all suggestions are open. Go ahead and find that post on Facebook and post them there.
Let's hear it one more time for John Inghram and that joyful performance, everybody.
I think that's all we got, folks.
You gonna play more?
We're getting the hook. Are we getting the hook?
No, if you got one more, go ahead.
Can we do one more for you?
Heck yes, please keep going.
Would you allow us to do that?
I thought that was the last one. Go do it again.
Good, because we have exactly one more song. Yeah, can we, let's keep Chris Tansey up here for a second. Jackford, you're out. This is, he had somewhere to be anyway, it's all good. This is, thank you so much to Daily 304, Andy. Thank you, Justin and everybody here at Folklore Music for having us. This is an absolutely great event, a great place to have events, and just a wonderful thing to have here in our capital city of West by Golly. Charleston, West Virginia, right? This is great. So thank you all so much. One more time, thank you to Bud Carroll, Chris Jackford, wherever you may be.
Thank you, John.
And thanks me. Thank you to me. Anyway, for having the numbers for all these great musicians. So this is our last song. This is called Little Mountain Mama. This is for all the mountain mamas out there tonight.
Well, I was born on the banks of an old dirty river, lived my life without a care or a clue. Climbed to the top of the mountain until my mind became unglued. Well, I crawled through the valley of the shadow of death, through the mud and the worms and the rain, looking for a lover with a woman's touch to lift my spirits and ease my pain. Well, I was having a beer when she turned me on my ear, wreaking havoc on my fast-beating heart. I knew something was cooking about the time she caught me looking. It was hot and heavy right from the start. Well, there's never been a woman like my little mountain mama. Brown hair, green eyes, a little bit of drama. But I don't mind because it's worth the trauma. No, there's never been a woman like my little mountain mama. Never been a woman like my little mountain mama. Well, I've been digging around from town to town, trying to find the sound, it's true. But I never heard nothing that sounded so fine as the first time I heard from you. Well, she's making the things to make me feel good and funny, but there's nothing that I could find that works quite as well as that Appalachian belle and the way that she blows my mind. Well, she's hotter than a pistol on the 4th of July, but she ain't trying to hurt no one. Clever as a fox, fitter than a fiddle, little darling likes to have some fun. Well, there's never been a woman like my little mountain mama. Brown hair, green eyes, a little bit of drama. Quick upstairs and a mouth like a whip. Have me at attention with the snap of her hips. Sweet, 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 lovey-dovey, she's a bad mamma jamma. With looks to kill, you better throw her in the slammer. But I don't mind because it's worth the trauma. No, there's never been a woman like my little mountain mama. Never been a woman like my little mountain mama. Fine day, I'll have them lay my tired body near that river bank. And if that little mountain mama comes to send me off, I'm gonna have the Lord to thank. Just to watch her brush down her long gray hair, I'd be the happiest man in town. And two green eyes would have me hypnotized before they buried me down in the ground. Well, there's never been a woman like my little mountain mama. Brown hair, green eyes, a little bit of drama. Quick upstairs and a mouth like a whip. Have me at attention with the snap of her hip. Sweet, 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 lovey-dovey, she's a bad mamma jamma. With looks to kill, you better throw her in the slammer. But I don't mind because it's worth the trauma. 'Cause there's never been a woman like my little mountain mama. Never been a woman like my little mountain mama.
Carol on the guitar, yeah. My name's John Inghram. That's Chris Tansey on the trumpet. Matt Jackford, wherever he may be. Thank you one more time to Daily 304, State of West Virginia. Justin Pewitt. I true got you there. Thank you guys so much, Folklore. We'll see you next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for John Inghram and that great band. To all our listeners and viewers joining us from home and those here tonight, thank you. Thank you so much for another successful show. A huge West Virginia thank you to our artists, Woodbine and John Inghram. What a fabulous show. Let's hear it. Now this is important. We ask you all to help us. Take a moment or subscribe at youtube.com/daily304 or follow our social media channels or find us wherever you get your podcasts. And then we challenge you, share the Daily 304 with someone who loves West Virginia as much as you do. If you liked what you saw here this evening, share it. Get more people to know about us as much as you do and help change the narrative here in West Virginia. Be part of the solution. That way you can keep up to date with all our features and our next concert happening in August, live from the Summer Street in Charleston, West Virginia at the brand new Folklore Music Exchange. That's all for now. Take care. Be safe. Get outside. Support the creative economy and enjoy all the opportunity almost heaven, yes, West Virginia has to offer. See you next time.